Yo, what up guys, Rick Sivedy here, and I'm currently logged into the Noob to Pro. Yes, although this is a fusion, yes, this Noob to Pro is currently going for this fusion of Helicath. I never thought the day would come when this Noob to Pro series we started with the sole purpose of completing the Arbiter missions will branch out into a fusion, but here we are. It only happened because during the 2x ancient event where we pulled all our ancient shards, we got 2 goats. Yes, so that's why I asked you guys in the video if we should push for this fusion, and everybody said basically yes, because if you have already 2 goats from ancient shards, there's no reason why you shouldn't push for the fusion, because you could skip out on some of the events that are more difficult for you. Originally I thought I was going to skip out on the ice golem and summon rush, but it turns out the ice golem wasn't so bad. I put together a team on the Noob to Pro that could beat the ice golem on 20. Yes, for the first time. Originally, that's not a dungeon we've actually focused on this entire series. So while I'm talking about that, let me quickly show you that team that made it possible, because we intend to show every team that beats every dungeon in this series. So I put together, it's the same team you have built, it's just that it might look a little bit different because I had to bring in the big guns for this one. And it's not a dungeon you can go in there with full nuke, full damage, so it's something I needed sustain for. So this is the team that beats ice golem on floor 20, and you can see Terrell in the lead right there. I originally thought I would replace Terrell with Duke DPS right now, but Duke DPS is still not built. And we still not replaced our Kale. He's still been the arena, I mean the wave nuker for every dungeon that we're currently going through the waves. He still nukes well. 30k, 40k hits, it's not bad. Amiga is there for the block revive, and that's basically it for the side arts, and then this will help us reduce damage. Now don't say, hey, you're putting Sifi in. No, Sifi could easily be replaced with Seal the Drake. Remember, yes, we do have Seal the Drake on this team, so this is also a valuable and better one sometimes, even if you maybe want to stun the side arts or stun the waves. So I have options for support. I can even use what's her name, Demeter, or even Apothecary. So I do have a lot of options when it comes to support units. I just prefer the best one, or the most broken one, which is Sifi. I also have Molly. Yes, so we have different options for support. That's the team that took down Ice Golem 20. I'm glad to show you finally we moved in a reasonable time. Also, it wasn't a difficult time. All right, back to the Helicath Fusion Update. In this video, I want to take a look at how you are doing in the fusion, or how I am doing in the fusion. Both my main account and my Noob to Pro series is going for this fusion. Now, I don't want to hype the champion right now again because it has already been done, but if you missed up on it, sorry, because he's gonna be awesome for this account, I guess. And the next weekend, or this weekend that is coming up, is a 10x, so we might be pulling our shots. No, we will not be pulling our shots on the main account, but on the main account and on the Noob to Pro. I don't know, let me just wait to see which champions are available on the 10x yet, because remember the summon rush that is coming up this weekend, that is on the 17th, right? Yes, 17th. It will feature one of the rare champions, that is the GOAT, and also the Epic champion. So if you've missed out on any of the events during the week, maybe you couldn't finish champion training, or you couldn't finish artifact enhancement, you missed out on one of the GOATs, you still have an opportunity to get the Epic during summon rush. So I already have spare goods, so I will not be pulling any shots to get this Epic, or even to pull on this summon rush, except there is an awesome champion on the 10x. So what is coming up next? Right now on the game, if you're going for this fusion, you should have 2 Kinagashis. That's where you should be right now. 1 Kinagashi. Where is my second one? 2. Yes, I do have 2 right now. Let me quickly head over to the tavern and see. Okay, I have not fused the second one. All right, so this is how you should look right now. You should have 4 of these guys ready to go for the second Kinagashi. So while I'm in this video, let me quickly get that done, I guess, because I have the 3 stars to take him to 4 star and Lamy Ball. Now you have to be careful not to take your Lamy Ball to 5 star. A lot of people make that mistake. They forget themselves and they keep leveling up items, and the next thing you know, you've taken a Lamy Ball, which is supposed to be a 40, you've taken it to 5 star. because you think it's champion training, you're just leveling up stuff and you get carried away. Well, I don't have enough brews to take this one to 4-star, but you get what I'm saying. Right now, you should have 2 Kinagashis or 4 Lamy balls and 1 Kinagashi. Champion training is almost ending in a few hours, 20 hours to be precise or so. So this is the best time for you to level up all these goats you have so far. Don't leave them at 30 or 3-star. Take them to 4-star. Take the Kinagashis to 5-star right now because of champion training is still on. Remember, the champion training still requires us to get one of the goats, and that's one that I'm still trying to complete. All right, so that's where everybody should be right now on the 7th day of the fusion. We are not halfway yet. We still have 14 more days to go for this fusion. So it's going to be a long grind, but at least the earlier, most difficult part, which is champion training and champion chase, I think is done. For most people, the most difficult one will be summon rush, and I hope you're getting your shards ready. I hope you're saving all your resources in terms of gems that you have to use to buy ancient shards just so you can complete the summon rush. So if you're hoping to get the summon rush done, I also prefer you save your mystery shards. You know, all these mystery shards you're currently getting from running campaign, save them. That might be the difference between you getting the rare champion or not. Hopefully it will be at a reasonable spot where you can get it. Now that I've covered where this where we should be in this Helicath Fusion, hope you guys are also caught up and you know what should be going on right now. I don't want to open the events and tournaments. We can already see them right here to see what is coming next. Dungeon Divers is still going on. This will be a long Dungeon Divers, and before you can get that champion in the Dungeon Divers to complete your full set, I guess it will be a long one. So don't worry about trying to run campaign right now. I mean, campaign is good, but I mean, don't try to run dungeons. Don't try to use your energy right now. That's what I'm saying. Your saved up energy, don't use it right now, except you're trying to complete champion training. So if you're trying to complete this Dungeon Divers, remember it overlaps with Fire Knight. So instead, wait for Fire Knight to launch on the 17th of June. That's when I'm going to complete that Dungeon Divers. So I'm not worried about the Dungeon Divers. Even if I see a goat right there that I need to take, I know that it's on for 3 whole days. So I'm not currently spending any saved up energy. Now, if you have energy in your that comes into you daily, you know, daily missions and all that, of course you can't save those ones. You can put them into campaign or put them into any dungeon you like and try to push Dungeon Divers. But champion training is not the best way to get Dungeon Divers points. That's what I'm saying. Champion training gives so little points. You might be running champion training for like the entire day. Head over to your Dungeon Diver, you find out you still don't have the goat. So do not spend your energy trying to do that. Just get your goat that you need from champion training and stop. I've already maxed out everything I needed to do on the account, so I'm waiting for Fire Knight right now before I can complete this Dungeon Divers. That's the next plan. So I guess everybody should know that right now. Fire Knight is coming up. Classic Arena 2 is coming up. That one is easy too, so we can't really talk much about that one. Artifact Enhancement was extremely difficult for the noob to pro. If I head over to my Silver right now, you can see me chilling at a cool 400k. I mean 400,000, yes, because we went from 3 million to 4 million. How I completed Artifact Enhancement on this noob account was by taking every single artifact to level 4 and 8. Every single artifact had to hit level 4 and 8 right there. Every single thing. That's how I was able to complete it. Now at the end, almost at the end of the when there was a few hours till the Artifact Enhancement, I was forced to take an artifact to level 16 just so I could get that big boost, right? So that's how I was able to complete it. But originally, I got to that last milestone of nearly getting to the GOAT with just leveling everything to 4 and 8, 4 and 8, 4 and 8. And it helped me do a lot of cleanse. Why I was doing that is so I can have new silver, because I was selling off the bad stuff that was rolled up bad and then keeping the good stuff. So even if I saw a boot that wasn't speed, because of Artifact Enhancement, because of those points I needed, I still leveled it to 4. And thank you, Plarium, for this instant upgrade. It was a lifesaver. I didn't need to stay up all night to get that done. I actually spent like an hour to do it and I went to bed. Alright, that's the Artifact Enhancement, how I completed it on the Noob to Pro. On my main account, it was much easier because I just took champions that I've already built to 15, 15, 15, right? I just took them to 16, 16, 16, 16, and I made the points easy because I had millions of silver, 20 million, 30 million silver on that account. But on the Noob to Pro, where we are chilling at a cool 3 million, 2 million all the time, we are at low silver rates, it's kind of hard. All right, that's what we are going to talk about right now. The next update I have for the Noob to Pro, I want to cram all this into an update video, both for Halifax and for the Noob to Pro update, is because we've not done updates for a few days. So bear with me. The next one is Sia. Yes, I've been looking at this champion, and I said next time we come to the account, we will have this champion built, right, to be going through every dungeon. But unfortunately, we do not have enough savage gear to make her work. Yes, we've been farming Fire Knight. I did show you in a previous video that we could do Fire Knight 20, and I left it all night to farm during one of the Fire Knight events. But unfortunately, still yet, there is no good savage set that is suitable for Sia. So does that mean that we should not build Sia? Does that mean for a new account like this, if you don't have savage, you cannot use Sia? No. So I'm going to start building Sia. I'm going to put savage set on how the rubbish one we have. Her speeds will be about 125 or 130. That's how bad this is. We do have one speed boot at least. We don't have anything good in terms of chest for, you see, just one chest right there. For gloves, we don't have anything. Crit damage glove, none. So I have to get crit damage from an accuracy set. So I'm actually building this manually. If I put this to the Hellheads raid optimizer, it's going to tell me my speed will be 115. So there are sometimes you have to actually take charge and actually build your champion manually. So that's what I was doing this morning before I had to rush under the rain to come to this office right now to record this video. Hey, yes, I had to come under the rain. So make sure you hit that like right now and subscribe, because we're really trying over here to get you fresh content on the Noob to Pro and on my main account. So that's where we are on Sia. That's why she's not been featured yet on the channel. Despite having such an awesome champion, fully booked, fully mastered, the gear seemed to be the only thing that is holding us back. I was gonna go off brand or off the rail and say Sia can be built in other sets such as Lifesteal or Crew set and all that. I was gonna do it, but I'll have to be honest to myself. That's not the way I want to go with Sia. I rather farm the Fire Knight until we get what we want. All right, that's the update I wanted to give you right now for champions on the account. Sia is the latest one, and we are looking forward to building. Speaking of the Fire Knight, we're currently on the Arbiter missions that requires us to farm dungeons at 17. So luckily for me, I have a Dungeon Divers event to complete. So I did not want to wait till the Fire Knight event starts to run this. It's Dungeon 17, but I'm currently running Dungeon 20. I'll do Spiders next, which is Spider 17. I'll run Spider next. Why am I doing this? It's because there is a nightmare. There's an event that says do 75 million damage on the nightmare boss. So because of that event, I've not yet done my nightmare key. I'm currently waiting for me to finish that Spider run of 17 before I run my nightmare keys right now. So hopefully by the time I get it done, the affinity has not changed, because everybody knows Spirit Affinity is the weakest link for this dungeon. And yes, we said we are going to build a Heres to make it affinity friendly, because thank God to champion training right now, we do have our Heres at level 5 star, right? Yes, she's 5 star and trying to get to 50. So we're in progress. We're doing it. I'm getting Heres done. So there's something new on the Noob to Pro which I have not shared with you in a while, and that we got a cold heart. This has been about 3-4 days, or the other day where we had a void 10x, a 10x for Warlord. Yes, that's the day I pulled 10 void champion and void what do you call it, shards on this Noob to Pro. It wasn't recorded, or it was recorded but I deleted the video by error, and one of the void shard dropped a cold heart. So I wanted to share that one because currently she's at level 40, and I was hoping I'll put her into this Spider team that I wanted to do in Spider 20, but obviously she's not ready for the Spider. I don't know if she can get her job done at 50, because I don't want to currently spend all these 4 stars, right, that I'm leveling up. They're going to be used to take Kinagashi to 5 star. That's what I'm leveling up all these ones for. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not leveling up to be used on other champions until this I have my Kinagashis as at 5-star. That's when I can start putting my 5-star to, my 4-stars to other champions. So I'm doing a lot of 4-stars, preparing them just for the Kinagashis. So boom, right there, we have a Kinagashi at 5-star. So I guess we're still not yet talking about Helicath Fusion. And in terms of the potions, the Noob to Pro was not prepared. We didn't like farm ahead and said we are going to farm spirit potions for this fusion. We didn't prepare long enough. So what I intend to do is when the potion keep opens, I will have to go in there and farm it, because you can see I don't have enough to make it happen. So let's see which day it opens. Oh, I can't really see it because I'm not ascending anybody right now. So let's head over right there so you can know when to farm that spirit potion. You have 2 days to farm it. 2 weeks. Thursday and then next week. So today is currently what? Today is Wednesday. So Thursday and then another day next week, it might be open again for you to farm it. So if you can't get enough energy to farm it this Thursday, do not worry. You have another opportunity to farm it next week. Remember, we'll still have 14 days till the fusion ends. All right, I've talked a lot about this fusion. I've shown you what the Noob to Pro is up to. There is one more thing I need to tell you, that we did complete the Arbiter mission that says take a Great Hall medal to, or Great Hall level to 10, and we did it on accuracy. That is why you see all these level 17 missions was now unlocked for us. This was the hurdle we had to get through, and we had to get 10,000 gold, 1,000 arena gold medals to get it done. And I had to do it without waiting for CVC, because CVC is not available this week. It's next week that we have a CVC coming up. We don't know yet if it will have personal rewards or not, because so I didn't want to wait till then to get it done. I quickly put it to the accuracy one. So the next thing I'm going to be putting my gold medals into is probably crit damage or defense. Crit damage or defense. I might put a few into Amiga just because I'm going to be using him for Spider. So I might put some accuracy into him so that we can get from Spider 20 upwards, because currently just an accuracy banner might not be able to get us past on Amiga past Spider 20. So I might give in some accuracy, but right now I want to give some gold medals to these two, because these are where my Nukas belong to. I'm talking about Kale, or if I'm not going to be using Kale anymore, I might decide to put some crit damage into Sia, because she will benefit a lot from crit damage and accuracy. So I have a lot of choices to make in terms of when I finally get about 500 or 1,000 more gold medals. I have decision to make. Do I still want to keep using magic champions for my nuking in terms of Kale and what's her name again? I'm forgetting these other champions' name that we have on the account. So that's a decision we'll have to make when we get there. And in terms of what else do I have to share on the Noob to Pro, I think that's it. I think we covered everything. We talked about the Noob to Pro not originally going for this fusion, but all of a sudden here we are deep into the fusion and going cruising in a good rate. We are not struggling to meet up with any of the events. We didn't save up energy, we didn't save up silver, but somehow, some way we managed to pull 2 goats. And speaking about the goats, everybody seems to be putting goats everywhere in their thumbnails in this series of videos about Helicath. So here goes. I'm gonna put a goat in this in this video because I feel left out. I'm missing out on all the goat action. All right, you guys, let me know how your fusion is going in the comments. I'm really excited about this one, that the Noob to Pro could do a fusion for the first time without planning. Now I see Elhade's newer account, which is about a few 3 months or so going for this fusion. So there's no reason why my account that is this old, that is 210 days, we got 10x hate flower on this 210 days. There's no reason why we shouldn't be beating or going for this fusion. So it's just that we decided to focus on the Arbiter missions. That's why we said I didn't want to complete fusion on 2 accounts. All right, let me end it there. I'll post an update video for my main account, or something spicy, something different as usual that is not related to Helicath in the evening. You guys let me know how your fusion is going, if you're being on track, or if you're even surpassed me and you've gotten 3 of the Kinagashis. I'll see you guys in the comments later, guys.